Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're doing a colorful look. We're unleashing our inner artist because I have the James Charles palette. So I did go with a simple look, a simple colorful look. I didn't, for being completely honest, let me get a little bit comfortable. For being completely honest, the palette does intimidate me. Like everything I've ever known about what I've done with color, which went out the window, and I did one look and I hated it. And then I did this look and I actually started with this eye, and this is my problematic eye. So as you guys know, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am RLQ.Rosie, and you can find me on all social networks. But if you're not new here and you're back to my channel, you know I have a lot of problems with this area. This area, my eye tends to kind of not receive color very well, and it doesn't blend. It's almost like a scabby part of my eye. But like I said, I started with this eye first, and aside from the messy eyebrows, I am not mad at it at all. Like, I thought it blended so well. I did use the packing motions, so that definitely could have helped. Let me grab the palette so you guys can see it. So you guys know what I'm talking about. This is the palette here. I use this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade today. I do want to play with more of the cool tones later. Like, I do want to do a look with greens. I love greens. You guys know that. I wanted to play it safe. And I know that's so unlike me, and I know you guys are probably thinking this is a little basic for you. Maybe that's what you guys are thinking. I don't really know. I do love the palette. I mean, I wasn't expecting not to. Of course, I don't really share things that I don't love on this channel, so if I hated it, then I probably didn't talk about it. But I do want to say that, like, as far as blending goes, they blended really nicely. Like, this is my good eye. This is my cooperative eye, if you will. This is the eye that always blends perfect. And I mean, from the yellow to the orange to the pink, I can see it, and I hope you can see it. Again, forgive my eyebrows, but I do really, really like this look. Like, I threw in some glitter mostly because I didn't want this look to be that basic, and I felt going all matte would have made it that basic. And I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to do shimmers on my eyes like I'm used to doing, but I did add a pop of color here, which is a flash ring light. It's a really pretty color. But I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch my getting ready with me, and at the end we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so I really wanted to practice it before I did it on camera, because honestly this palette intimidates me. So I did go a little bit on the safer side, which is this look right here that I'm going to do on this side. And as you guys know, this is my problematic eye. So as far as the blending goes, I was super impressed. Of course, there was like my little patch here that I did have trouble with that I just had to keep packing on. I'm going to go ahead and start it on this eye. I straight up just blinded myself with primer. Like, I squirted it right in my eye. So I don't have any paint pot. And I usually use Shape Tape concealer to do my lids. So I went and switched to, I'm using my Too Faced. So well, my brows suck today, but I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer as my base. So here's the palette. The one thing I will say is it's already really dirty, and I've only used it 1.5 times. Like, I started a look and I really hated it, so we're switching it up. So, starting this with this shade here. My life's a disaster right now. And then we're just gonna pack this on. This is a really pretty pink, I will be honest. So we're just going like that. This is a crown brush. This is SX012, as you guys know, one of my favorite brushes, and also one you can use my code on. Next, I'm going to go into the orange shade here. So that one is Skip, and then this one here is 518, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to go into that one and just start buffing that one into this one. I did add this one third on this side, so this side might come out a little bit different, to be honest, actually. I'm gonna go back into the pink. So because yellow gets a little bit more muddy on the brushes, I was using this brush, but as you can see, like, after blending it, it almost has a little bit of orange to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use a clean one, and we're gonna go into the yellow one, which is B, pretty sure. And we're just gonna pack that onto the lid. I feel like I did a look similar to this, and I don't know if I ever posted it because I felt like it was a little bit much. But of course, this is the Unleash Your Inner Artist, so I'm going to go with this look. I think. I don't really know if I have. I know I went something similar, and I hated it. It was also like a super chatty getting ready with me, so I was like, this is just not going to work right now. I'm going to take the yellow all the way around like I did on this side. Okay, so now we're gonna carve the crease. I'm gonna use a couple concealers. I'm gonna use just a regular one to carve it out, and then I'm going to kind of brighten it a little bit with the white concealer from ColourPop that I always use, as you guys know. Okay, so next we're going to You're Kidding, which is the red shade, and I'm pretty sure that's what the shade is called without looking because he talked about it. So I'm going to tuck that here. That is such a pretty red, by the way. I will give him that for sure. This red is stunning. I have Never Enough from The Greatest Showman stuck in my head. Don't ask why. I have no idea. Like as I started recording this. So. Next we're going to go back into B, but I'm going to be using this brush. This is from Crown Brush again. It's just, I don't even know, like it's kind of like a flat shader, the dull one. I don't know what you call this brush, honestly. Like let's not even play. But I'm going, this is what I use on the base here, but I did go over it with some glitter. I kind of feel like this look was also inspired from a Phoenix because we watched Fantastic Beasts last night. Beasts. The Crimes of Grindelwald. I can't talk. Like, see, that's like gorgeous by itself. But I did throw on the glitter because I wanted this look to be a little bit more exciting. But these shades blend so freaking good together. Like, there are some shades that when you mix them, I'm peeking. I'm so sorry if this is loud. There's some shades that when you mix them, they sit on top of each other. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And they don't blend. But as you can see with these here, they're blending really, really pretty. I think I used the wrong brush to do my concealer that I used for start. So I'm going to go into Flashback, which is the white shade. By the way, these are the ones that got me stopped by TSA and security going to New York because they're like metal. And they thought they were weapons. So I'm just taking that white so I can brighten that inner part. I don't know. I do not know. So I'm going to take that glitter that I used on the other eye. This is from Violet Voss. This is in the Hella Amazing. I got this shade, oops. I got this in New York for like $3. It was on sale. This is Hella Amazing. It's really pretty and hella gorgeous. See what they did there? This is the glue from Glitter Injections. Okay, so next I'm going to do my face. I think I'm going to do that off camera. I have a pimple here. I'm breaking out because I'm PMSing. This has been like the worst week ever for me being on, you know, TMI for all the boys watching. I'm so sorry, but you're watching a girl's channel. What do you expect? But this has been the worst period of my life. I feel like I've done nothing but cry over the stupidest things. I kid you not. Like, let's go over some of the things I cried about. Thursday, I went to work, and, okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, Happier from Bastille and Marshmallow makes me cry so much. Like, after watching that video, now whenever I listen to the song, I'm crying. I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst thing to ever happen in my life, right? And then that day was the day the Dumbo trailer made its way to Facebook and like all the reactions, blah, blah, blah. I lost my train of thought because I forgot to wipe my beauty blender. Anyways, so the Dumbo trailer, I watched that and I knew it was going to be sad. And of course I cried. It just makes it a million times worse than like the cartoon because it's real live action and just the whole idea behind animals in the circus. And, you know, it was just sad. Plus Dumbo and his mom. It just... I can't deal. I can't deal. By the way, this is my first time using the Sonia Kashuk sponge, that's the name. And like, look how big it is in comparison. This is the Juno sponge. This is it dry and this is it wet. Like, what the fuck? They were 2 for $10 at Target. And I know I probably shouldn't have bought them for myself because with holidays coming up, they're gonna be on sale. But I did because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to go into the shade here. This is Rusted. And I'm gonna go under the waterline with this. I'm gonna go back into B, and we're gonna kind of like... So I am only dabbing this. I'm not like... I'm dabbing it. I'm gonna take a little bit of Anna Nicole from Jeffree Star, and I'm going to line the inner waterline. I'm gonna add just a little bit of liner over the top lid. So when I lay down my falsies. So I'm gonna take You're Kidding, and I wanna kind of blend out that like liner right here because I don't want it to be so harsh. And I think it kind of is. So I really want to like liven up that inner corner. I know it's not necessary, but I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is Ring Light. And I'm gonna pop that here. It's really pretty, actually. I thought I was gonna have to wet the brush. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, so for some reason, I don't like the way my face is looking, like the actual complexion part of it. I don't know, but I'm hoping this ties together. I'm gonna put some highlight on in a minute, but I really want to put on a lip, and I think I want to go with the purple lip. So I'm gonna tie these two together. This is the shade No Chill and Siamese Impulse. What? Seismic. Oh, I think it's Seismic Impulsion. So I'm gonna, I don't know. I love the way these lipsticks smell. Like they're so underrated. For highlight, we are going to use Jeffree Star's Peach Goddess. I haven't used this in a little bit. And finally, to complete the look, I'm going to go in with the Lucky Lola lashes from XO Lashes. As usual, you can use my code on these because these are my new favorites. I'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you so much for watching. So this is the final look. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is with the James Charles video. So this is the James Charles video. So this is the James Charles palette. Obviously you guys know that from the thumbnail. Comes with the carton like this. I think this is a beautiful box. Like this box is going to be one that I actually keep. And I only keep very few boxes when it comes to my palette, but this is one that I think I'll keep just like to protect it. In fact, I might even keep the bubble wrap. The one thing I will say is it got really dirty really quick, which I didn't like. I mean, I'm a messy person. But there wasn't a lot of kickback on the palette, which I liked a lot. And then there wasn't very much fallout on the cheeks. There was a tiny bit from the red, which was You're Kidding. You're Kidding is right here, and I just think it looks so freaking pretty. And I did go with a little bit more of a bolder lip, which kind of might throw off this look, which I'm so sorry if it does, but I just felt like if I'm gonna go big, I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go with crazy lips. So here I am. But I hope you liked it. As far as swatches go, I'm not gonna swatch this thing. A, there's a million shades in it, and B, there's about 42,000 videos. Okay, maybe not so many. There's a lot of videos with this palette being swatched, and I didn't really think it'd be worth my time to do that. I do want to create a more neutral look with this palette as well, just so that people can see it as a little more wearable. I know this look can be toned down quite a bit. Like you don't have to go as high for the shades, and you can go a little bit lower, just so that you can make it a little bit more wearable if you want, and of course pair it with more neutral lip if you want. But I had to have fun with it. So again, like I said, I went a little bit more safe this time. I do want to do more looks, so maybe I will do another video, a follow-up video. I kind of actually, let me know if you want to see this. I want to do a video where I compare the shades in this palette to shades similar in other palettes, just to see if I can find things similar. I know Rich Luxe actually did a comparison of a couple of shades to the Manny MUA palette as well as the Jeffree Star palette. And I thought that was a great idea, but there's a lot more colorful palettes out there that I'm thinking, maybe I can do a video on that. So let me know if you guys want to see a follow-up video on this, like maybe, I don't know, maybe one of me comparing and doing a look. The problem with me doing 2 different eyes of 2 different palettes is because this one's such a problematic eye, I can't give you guys a reliable comparison when it comes to doing half and half. And I have tried that once before, twice before. I tried to do a video where I compared a dupe to an original, and it was just a total flop, not because of the palettes themselves, but because of this damn eye. So until I like get an eye replacement or like a lid replacement, unfortunately I can't do those types of videos. So the closest thing I can do is just getting ready with you again, as usual, because those are my favorite videos. And then just comparing swatches. So I hope you like this video. Once again, if you are new here, I am RLQ.Rosie on Instagram. Follow me. I am all my social networks are down below. My Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Tumblr, my Facebook, everything. Follow me. And then of course I'm trying to be a little more active. I know I've mentioned it every single video since I've started coming back to YouTube, but of course a refresher never hurts. I think it's time to trim my hair. Like, look at how long it looks already. Like, it's already down like 4 inches above my breast, and I hate that. So that was random. I thought I'd throw that out there. Of course, if you do not like this video and you do not like my channel, then go away, pretend it did not happen, and I will see the rest of you in the next video.